God, I promise you, God does not test you, right? You test yourself based on, are you going to react to what you see with your two eyes? And if you do, that is called karma, because an old subconscious program is turning on and is firing and wiring, and you're not conscious. And that is what God testing can be mistaken for. God does not test you. All that tests you is your old version of you trying to come back and claim your personality, claim your consciousness, right? You were the old version of yourself for such a long time prior to you waking up to consciousness, that now you're practicing consciousness, right? Let's say this is your timeline. I bet this is how long you were in a program, and this is how long you're practicing consciousness, right? This is still a part of you. It's not like you deleted it just because you woke up one day and you were like, I am. Hell no. It takes some work. So when you really practice this stuff and you understand, like, hey, I have to show up every day. I have to promise myself that I'm going to keep staying up and work on my mantras, work on my subconscious programs, be aware of them, and make sure that everything I say is actually in my benefit, in my favor. This part of you being conscious in the duration in which you finally became it after being asleep will be longer and longer every day you practice. And eventually with time, it will become your new programming that will completely dissolve the old version of you falling asleep. Maybe not 100%, because keep in mind, you're still a human. You're still connected to Lucifer, okay? And Lucifer is not a bad person. Lucifer just represents the three-dimensional plane, okay? So when you see with your two eyes, you have something called, I believe it's the occipital nerve or lobe in the back of your head. Basically, your two eyes connect to this, and what you bring in through light will come in and reflect in the back of your brain and show you or give you what we call vision, right? It'll flip the light and give you an image on your eyes. That's Lucifer. That's all there is to it. It's just, are you going to be scared by what you see, or are you going to feel brave and comforted by what you know? Okay, and that's Daniel in the lion's den. Perceivably, he was in the lion's den and going to get mauled by lions, okay? But he did not waver. He didn't care about the literal understanding of how fast, strong, hungry a lion could be. What he knew was, I'm gonna get out of here alive. I'm gonna get out of here alive. I'm gonna get out of here alive, okay? And you can, I haven't been on the battlefield, but you can kind of correlate that to people who've been in war. Why is it that some people on a battlefield, they will be, everyone around them's dead, and it's such a horrific way to experience life. And then there's like a handful of soldiers spread throughout, maybe one with like their leg cut off, one with a gunshot wound in their lung. But somehow, because they kept telling themselves, I need to go home and I'm going to see my wife. I'm going to see my family. I'm going to live. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to be alive. I'm going to be alive. Look at that, right? It's not that God chose who would live and die that day. It's, what did you choose that day as that soldier? Do you want to die or do you want to live? And do you have faith, which isn't in something outside of you? It has everything to do with conviction within you. Are you sure you're going to go home? How much do you believe it? Are you going to be psyched out by your gunshot wounds? Or are you going to know that your wife is going to give you a hug, right? That's honestly how it works, in my opinion. It explains so much when you really look at it from this lens.